Welcome to Cash on Command, aka Cash on Camera, aka Command the World Stage. I am Naima, and I am here every weekday for 15 minutes at 8 a.m. Pacific, helping women leaders and women who know that they're meant to serve highly, who have come through great things to break free, get visible, get online, and do what you came here for. So I'll come here for 15 minutes to share with you a nugget. And today's topic is the subtlety of negative self-talk and how to develop powerful self-talk. So the subtlety of negative self-talk and how to develop powerful self-talk. So this is a recurring conversation inside of groups of winners, people who are playing to win, those of us in masterminds, those of us who are being coached at high levels, those of us who are setting the framework for movements and doing all the small things that lead up to a big thing. Please understand, okay, there's lots of small things that lead up to a big thing. And so there's lots of talking to yourself. So I'd like to share a story. So I'm in the process of doing lots of little things that will add up to an impact in a bigger way. And also seeing in a way and really committing in a way from a vision perspective in a way that I never have before. And yesterday I found myself, it was subtle. This is why today is subtlety. It was subtle. Sunday is like my chill / some work day. Typically, not always, but typically. Sunday is my chill / some work day. And sometimes it's just a chill day and like the evenings are like preparing for the week, right? And yesterday was more work than normal, okay? And I work in my bed a lot because it's just comfortable for me. And I don't like the feeling of sitting stationary for, beyond an hour. I don't like that. Okay. And so I'll sit on the bed, I'll position I got my whole system that I have, right? You do what works for you. And I was in bed and I was doing the little things. It's little things. It's little things. Please know. Lots of creating impact and getting results in your business and, planting seeds that lead up to a movement. It's lots of little things. It's what Kelly Roach calls doing the reps. You go to the gym, you do your reps. Your goal is to get your ass tight. You do your squats. You do 3 sets maybe of 20 squats. You working on those biceps, you do maybe 3 sets of 15 bicep curls. And then you'll do what else you might do, You do your reps. You do your reps. And it's consistently doing small things that build up to the result, right? Now, sometimes the small reps again and again and again and again and again and again gets boring. Sometimes it's easy to get lost in the small things that add up to the big thing. Sometimes it can feel like this isn't getting me anywhere. It can feel slow, it can feel sluggish, it can feel boring, it can feel right, especially when you have subtle negative self-talk, or when you are not connected to the vision of why it even matters that you're doing these small things and how these small things add up to the big thing. And also when you're new and you don't have any historical reference to be like, I remember when I put in those reps, I practiced, I did that. And then boom, look at what happened as a result, how that strengthened me, how that readied me. I remember, was it it was a clip, it was a Beyonce clip years ago where they were recording her practice for single ladies. If you like your thing, you should have put a ring on it. And remember in the video when they like ran up on that wall and ran back down in the heels? And she fell during practice. And she like, she fell and she like rolled over and she got up and she smiled at the camera and was like, and this is why we practice. She was like, and this is why we practice, you know? And then I saw, it was a similar clip, even years before that when she was doing, I be your naughty girl. Was it that one? Or the one she was on the beach with the Jamaican guy and she was, you know, like the Josephine Baker thing outfit and stuff. And remember she flipped on the beach and in practice, she messed up on the flip. And again, she was like, practice, the reps. Now what happens when you are alone, right? You're a solo entrepreneur, even if you're getting coached, even if you're in a mentorship, right? You're at home, you're doing the reps. You're working at the coffee shop. If that's your thing, you're in your home office, you're doing the reps. You're doing all the little boring mechanical things that seem to be going nowhere. But when you're connected to the vision and you correct your self-talk, it propels you through so you can get to the actual result that you're looking for, the strength, the confidence, the knowing what you're doing, the money, the impact, right? So I was just like, oh God. And not only that, it was how I was feeling. So yesterday I also went to my health club where they have a sauna, the steam room, a jacuzzi. Oh God. And I just, when I tell you, they have like, it's such a it's like a retreat, basically. I can go retreat every day if I want to. And so I was in that retreat kind of energy after coming back from there. And it was like laissez-faire kind of feeling. And then I like got myself into work and I was like, and then I caught myself saying things that were contradicting the progress that my efforts were intending to create, okay? To have the impact, the results, right? So I caught myself with just like, oh, I'm sick of this. I don't feel like you ever catch yourself doing that? Track my time. You catch yourself doing that? And it just started to feel more. And let me tell you what had me catch it. It wasn't feeling good. This is what, please take this for yourself. If it's not feeling good, check in. This is the beginning of how to start powerfully self-talking to yourself. Your first indicator that something is off is it doesn't feel good. Now, I can elaborate on the discernment of something not feeling good. I don't have time for that today, but essentially, notice what's not feeling good. Is it the work itself or is how you're feeling about the work? You see? Like in that moment, I was like, I don't want to. These people, oh God, right? And I said, this doesn't feel good. And I'm still reading The Big Leap. I told you guys, please read that book. And in there, it's about the sustaining goodness. Remember, I talked about the last week, sustaining goodness, and it's a decision. Oh, Naima, look at what you, and you know how this is going to impact your results, Naima. You know, if you are sending people messages and having these conversations with this energy, you know the results you're going to get. You know, this is an energy game. Do you want that result? Is that going to feed the vision? Is that going to get you where you know you're going to be in 30 days or 60 days or where you're is this, nope. And when I tell you, I was like, literally, I was in bed, propped up, doing my work. And I started being like, we're going this way. This is the way that we're going. Literally, this is the direction that we're going. Because your subtle voice is powerful. And you have multiple voices. Listen, tell the truth. There's the one that's subtle and it's like so subtle and recurring, it's easy to miss. You think it's actually you, right? And then there's the one that's loud. It's like a bully. It's like, who do you think you are? Or is that one, right? This one, for me yesterday, so I want you to check in for yourself. So whether it's the bully, whether it's another one, whether it's the subtle one, You tell it, this is the direction that we're going. We're going this way. We have a vision. I have allowed you to run the show long enough. Today and forevermore, you do not run this show. This is the direction that we're going. Then you start focusing on what it is you do. Why are you engaging in these reps every day, building up this muscle? Why are you? Remind yourself, right? If there's a book, if there's a quote, if there's a song that you know elevates you, get it, go listen to it, go watch it, go read it. Remember last week I talked about number 2, deliberately elevating yourself and keeping yourself elevated. Remember, life is a fight for territory. As soon as you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want automatically takes over. And I like to share with you what I'm running through me, what I've read in The Big Leap and working it through. I expand in success, abundance, and love every day. I expand in success, abundance, and love every day. And all around me do the same. Come on. This is a fight for territory, people. The territory is right here. It's a fight for territory. All the stuff online is fighting to command your mind. These algorithms online, they are meticulously designed to grab your energy and hold it and keep you in fear and debating in people's comments. How exhausted do you feel sometimes after you get off social media? I'm telling you, I logged on this morning because I on Facebook, I use my phone. It literally just felt like a grab. It just felt like an attention grab. I said, my God. And you think you're going to be an elevated being with positive, high expectation, sustaining goodness, actually believing you're calling in a $10,000 a month, a $20,000, actually with the energy to direct your energy toward high and positive expectation after you just spend 30 minutes online? No. So to wrap up today's wisdom, when it doesn't feel good, that's your indicator that something is off. When it doesn't feel good. And remember, are you not feeling good because of the work, or are you not feeling good because of the self-talk about the work? Really check in about that, discern that, okay? Then once you realize it's the negative self-talk, it's the energy, it's the feeling, it's how you're, feeling about this and looking at this and talking about this, mainly how you're talking about this. You go back to the vision. Okay, why am I doing this? Okay, why does this matter? How is this impacting the bigger thing that I'm doing? Because remember, you're doing the small things to create a snowball and an energy that feeds into a bigger thing. That's why you're doing this. You have a mission and a vision. This is why you do all the small things quietly behind the scenes that nobody sees, because you're building. Who cares that hardly nobody's paying attention? Who cares? There are a few who are, and you're building up a new thing. Remember that. You're building up a new thing. Rome wasn't built in a day. Is what you do important enough to invest the reps over and over and over again? And if it's not, back away, let it go. Okay. Then when you notice that it's either your bully self-talk or your subtle, it's so subtle. That's why you got to be. I was just reading this in The Big Leap last night. He said it's everyday attention. You paying attention every day. Didn't I tell you it's a fight for territory? You paying attention every single day. Don't you brush your teeth every single day? Don't you bathe, shower every day? Every single day. It's the same thing up here. You're bathing here every single day. Every single day you're bathing here for the rest of your life. And that is a privilege. You know how many people, do you know the majority of humans are not aware of the fact that they can transform them, that they have the power? Do you understand that? The fact that you are watching my voice, listening to my voice, the fact that you are aware of self-help and transformational podcasts and books and coaching programs and workshops and retreats. Do you know how many people, billions, are not even aware of such a thing? Do you know how privileged? You are so privileged. Check this. Go read The Big Leap. Implement what I'm talking about here with self-talk, okay? Once you recognize the self-talk, you tell it, this is the direction that we're going. We now go this way. Make it a habit every single day, okay? So I look forward to being back here with you. I hope this has been useful. If there's something you'd like me to talk about, put it in the comments. You can email me if you like. Put it in the comments. And also come into Cash on Camera. If you're ready to get visible, if you're ready to apply what I've been sharing, the link is with this video. Cash on Camera. It's my 5-day masterclass. It is intense. You will get the results, meaning you will be on camera. You will feel confident. Every woman in my presence, this email went out to my community yesterday. Every woman who comes into my presence, most definitely in person, but online, and does the work, she is elevated. She is elevated. I mean, you watch me because you feel an elevation. If you are ready to command the world stage, break free first. And in that breaking free, get highly visible and command the world stage. I invite you into Cash on Camera. The link is with this video. To register, we start July 25th, and we're already connecting inside of the private Facebook group where it's all happening. All righty, lots of love. I'm gonna give myself